notice something familiar about this map?
What the actual heck was that? Of all the methods of obtaining Pokemon, getting Regirock, Regice, and Registeel was the hardest and weirdest thing possible. Sure, it's easy now, just pull up the WikiHow article, but back then it's a miracle anyone figured this out. I didn't even catch them in my original playthrough. No way stupid kid me was gonna get anywhere working with 2003 internet. Alright, step 1, go to this random cave which is already hard to get to because of the tide. Step 2, read Braille to figure out what else to do. It's hard enough to read regular words without my fingers. Step 3, dig in a spot you're not supposed to, which is one of the few times dig actually has a cool use. I mean, honestly, Generation 3 had the best use of field moves, with puzzles like this that use some other field moves later on. And I mean, you could also just straight up cut the grass if you didn't feel like running into any wild Pokemon. Step 4, have a Wailord and a Relicanth, and like, okay, Relicanth is hard enough to find. Never mind Generation 6, where you can just fish it up and chain for shinies. Back in Game Boy with no backlight era, you had to dive and run back and forth in this one specific patch of seaweed, and hope that you are blessed with this ancient piece of tuna. Like Wailord, you can just evolve a Wailmer, but Relicanth is a whole expedition of its own. It's like the little opening scene of the adventure movie before you actually get to the real treasure. And on top of that, Wailord and Relicanth had to be in specific slots in your party. But anyway, step 5, interact with the text inside the secret chamber. Okay, great, now you're all done. No, screw you, there are 3 more puzzles left. I'm just trying to complete the Pokedex and I'm expected to Legends of the Hidden Temple my butt all across the Hoenn region for some rocks and ice? You know what, honestly, I get it. From like a lore standpoint, I get why it's so dang complicated to get these Pokemon. They were sealed away by some ancient people and all that. And I think it makes it more interesting rather than how some other legendary Pokemon are handled. It's not just, oh, it's at the center of some cave that's just like every other cave in the region. And thankfully, they're not just handed to you on a silver platter for walking into a GameStop. I genuinely didn't even know these Pokemon existed as they do in the game until I was much older. And I would love for more Pokemon to be incorporated in such a way. Like, not even necessarily part of the main story or referenced in the main story, just an extra additional quest that happens after the game. But I swear, if these brand new Regi Pokemon they're gonna be adding in make me look up like Pig Latin or something, I'm gonna lose it. We haven't even caught the others. So okay, your journey has only just begun. This whole thing was the real opening scene, or maybe even the first movie at this point. Now you actually have to track down each individual Regi. Each of them live in these caves that were previously unassuming sealed rock until you broke into the undersea chamber and unleashed Armageddon. Regirock is in the desert, which is appropriate theming. In this one you still need dig, but need to use it after walking in a specific pattern. Registeel is in the forest for some reason and requires you to stand in the middle of the room and fly. Man, Professor Birch must be real upset with us. I hope he understands it was worth getting the Steel Boy. Regice is in the ocean, and here's the best one. It requires you to wait. That's it, just do nothing.
Nothing? We can't just sit here and do nothing?
Just sit there and eventually something will happen. And yeah, the cave does open up. See, that wasn't too bad, except for the fact that now you have to catch these guys. First off, the battle music is great. It fits the legendary Pokemon sound, but also makes you feel like you shouldn't be there. When I eventually make my Gen 3 Music Hits Hard video, I'll discuss it more, but it's definitely one of the highlights of the Gen 3 soundtrack, which you can enjoy for a bit until you're hit with the Make it stop! Make it stop! These guys mean business. Regirock is all ticked off you woke him up from his nap. He's trying to tell you to square up, but you can't understand his wingding speak. None of them come quietly. But through hard work and dedication, you'll catch them all. Maybe. Well, congratulations, you caught all the Regis. Wait, no, screw you, there's one more. Yes, the biggest, ugliest, most absolute unit you've ever seen, Regigigas. You want Regigigas? Alright, cool. Which Regigigas do you want? Do you want him in Diamond and Pearl on the ice puzzle? Do you want him in black and white with a lot of statues? No, you gotta go the purest route and trade in that Ruby for Omega Ruby, where you have to give Regice another piece of ice and then nickname it of all things and go back to the cave you got it from. And Regigigas shows up because of reasons. He was probably mad because you nicknamed the Regice. Well, you've done it. You finally caught all the Regis. And I'm sure unsealing all those chambers won't have any negative repercussions whatsoever. Oh no. I know I've let you down. I've been a fool to myself. I thought that I could live for no one else. But now, through all the hurt and pain. It's time for me to respect the ones you love mean more than anything. So with sadness in my heart, I feel the best thing I could do is end it all and leave forever. What's done is done, it feels so bad. What once was happy now is sad. I'll never love again, my world is ending. Nah, I'm not gonna sing the whole thing, but anyway, this is GatorX, and let me know what you thought of today's video. Which Reggie was your favorite? Was it difficult to catch them? Can you guess my favorite Reggie just based on how I made the video? And have I gone too far with these 1 minute post shows? Have I gone too far in general in the rest of the video? Honestly, the Reggies are really cool. I really liked discussing them and looking back on them. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, as good as this, make sure you leave like 30 likes, and I'll kick my butt into high gear to start working on the Gen 3 Music Hits Hard. I'm already working on it anyway. But if you enjoyed the content, remember to leave a like and subscribe to show your support. You can enable notifications by clicking that bell icon next to the subscribe button. This will make sure you see each new video as it comes out, and will make you a member of the Chingling Squad. Anyway, this has been GatorX. Have a nice day.